I'm Matthew Thomson, I'm the Director of Football at Tranent Football Club. I've been in this role for about a year and 6 months now. Certainly very challenging and very different from kind of coaching or being an assistant manager like I've done in my previous kind of roles, but I've done kind of wee bits at past clubs in terms of doing deals and transfers, but this is kind of the first time it's the proper, singing and dancing title, if that makes sense. But yeah, I enjoy it. 24-25 has been really interesting in terms of, I think a lot of fan favourites went out the door, and I think, people worry about that, but unfortunately at this level everybody's got a price, and the club done really well, and me and Brian worked tirelessly to make sure that the club got a fair price, and a price that would drive the club forward in terms of keeping money within the club. When I took this role, I kind of said to the club that if you backed me and I can do my business really quickly and try and get things done in pre-contracts or freeze in order, when we sell players we can keep the money generated in the club, and we managed to do that kind of really successfully. We were really happy with that, and that's probably our biggest challenge, losing the players, but we definitely, on paper, we've got a fantastic squad, and I know people are now saying don't win anything on paper, but on paper, yeah, tremendous squad, replaced players really well, up certain positions in terms of what we had, and brought in youth, brought in experience, mainly got for the leagues as well. So yeah, overall very happy. The other one, personally, is quite difficult. I've been with Ian now for a number of years at previous clubs. I've been his assistant at this club. So for me it was extremely difficult. Ian had a successful time here in terms of when me and him first came into the role, we set our unbeaten run. I think it beat the Tranent record, so that was a tremendous start, and then I took this job around the Christmas time, and Scotty McNaughton came in, and they two went on and won the Lowland League Cup. So in terms of that, I think it was quite a successful time at Tranent. Unfortunately, the results probably changed after Christmas, and I think people have highlighted some of the records, and 2 home games won. And personally, I felt that if we could get some fresh players in the summer, you could start to change the momentum of where we were going. But the board just felt that that wasn't turning, and it didn't look like it was going to turn, even after just the 2 games, and they just couldn't see a way out. So they guys had a vote, and then a conversation with Ian, and then it was obviously seen the best way was to kind of part ways and move on. So obviously just now it's me and Johnny, and it was a whirlwind week, a massive win against Hearts, and massive win against Bowness, 2 top sides. Don't think many people will win against Hearts this year, especially at Hearts. So yeah, it was massive. But for me, and I've put on the record that Johnny's really the main man. I kind of do all our tactical stuff in opposition, and he kind of makes the final decision, and he wants to be a manager, so it's better for his personal experience to go on and implement that to the lads, and he's done it really well. So no, I've not had a sit down conversation with Johnny because it's been such a whirlwind, but I think Johnny's hat will probably be in the ring, and there'll be a few others which Brian will probably go and have a look at or speak to, and then we'll have a sit down conversation and try and come up with the best man to lead Tranent forward and get us to where we should be. 4 games, the first 2 games, probably not acceptable for what we expect, and performance wise as well, but the last 2 the lads rallied, got behind, and proved that they could play football and look good against Bowness, and then found against Hearts we could tactically stand in good areas, not let Heart break us down, and win the game, which takes, you've got to really dig in for each other and be in the trenches with each other. So on that note, it's very up and down, but going on the exact moment right now, it's certainly on an upward projection. I think with the squad we've got, we certainly want to try and be successful and cut competitions, but yeah, the league is always one of them, and there's difficult people in the league with big budgets, but I think we've got tremendous players here. I'd certainly hope and expect that we're up there challenging, and we can give the fans a team to be proud of, and that's kind of the main important thing for me. we really need our fans at this level. Fans are everything, more than, you know, your kind of big clubs. Every foot through that door really matters. I need you to stay with us, you know, get behind us and, you know, back us. And you have my word that I'll personally try and make sure that you've got a team to be proud of. We try and put on a show, and at a very minimum, if we aren't playing our best, well, we fight and try and dig it out for you. And that's everything I'd expect for Tranent side, and I think that's the minimum that they should expect.